morning, you beautiful peeps. My name's John and welcome to the channel. We are talking shocks today. This is the revisit of the video that I did concerning the shocks on these two cars. For those that don't know, what happened was I tested the shocks, then I swapped them over to the other side to see if it made a difference. And what resulted was that the purple 124019 shocks seemed to perform so much better than the 144001, even though they were all pretty much brand new. So I've been waiting for the shock oil to arrive, still hasn't arrived, and I can't be bothered to wait any longer. I was going to then refill them and test them again, but at the end of the day it's either going to be different quality parts or the shock oil. So I'm stripping down one of these and one of these today. We'll have a look, see if there's any upgraded parts in them, and if not, then we know it's a shock oil anyway, so there's really no need for me to refill it. I obviously need the oil to refill them, or else I can't use the cars. So I think best what to do now is to get one of each of these off, and then we'll just get on with it. That one. Where possible, always put the bolts and nuts and screws back. My wrist doesn't turn that far. So that you can keep track of where it all goes. That's that one. And camel. That's that one. RC cars just always look so, I think the word is pathetic when they don't have suspension on them, because they just sort of go a bit like kind of like me at the end of the week. Let's get rid of that one down here for now. Okay, I'm going to leave bundles and bundles of this, and I probably should have had somewhere to pour the oil as well. I do have somewhere over there, so I'm just going to quickly run over and grab that. There we go. Okie dokie. For those that have never taken one of these apart, it's very easy. Pull the spring up. I'm going to have to bring you down to it rather than bring it up to. There we go. So, pull the spring up, and then this little clippy thing here comes off, like so. Then the spring comes off. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that now. No, I'm going to leave that one on, because then that will be able to tell me which one is which when all the parts are off. Like so. Set of these. Oh, there we go. Turn this. This really should only be done finger tight. That's why I was able to undo that so easily then. Take that off. See the colour of it? Oh, look how clean that is. Just goes to show how new they are, doesn't it? Beautiful and clean. Ooh. Not being funny, but that's cleaner than brand new. How is that possible? Right. I'm just going to leave that like that upside down for a second while we move on to the next one quickly, and then I'll show you the last bit of disassembly. This car has been used once since that last video, that's why it's now dirty, but you could probably see at the time, or you did see at the time, how clean and new they were. Oh, blimey. That does not want to come off. Okay. It's going to be stubborn. There's all of my tools. Okay, what's going on? What is that stuck on with? Holy cologne! I've never had one of these stick before, so I'm wondering what's going on. No, that's not. That is not coming off. You see, completely bent that, and it's still just spinning. So, there is no other choice but to grab one of the other ones. It's pointless wasting time trying to get that off. No, I need the purple one, don't I? So hope we're a little bit more successful with this one, shall we? What is going on? How absolutely bizarre. My big grips are missing. Back in a moment. Huh. See how we get on. How absolutely bizarre. Never had this problem before, and now suddenly two with the same problem. I mean, they are very... Is that thread lock, maybe? Have they started to put the thread lock on these? Because it is a much newer car. Okay, anyway. Now I've done that. You can see that it looks like they've been leaking a wee tad, but nothing crazy. No, that's not coming off either. Be very gentle with these. You don't need a lot of pressure, but you can damage them so easily. If you look actually on them, they do have little, there you see, You see the little sort of slices taken out of the circle so that you can easily grip and undo. There we go. Cool. Okie dokie. All of that can go to one side. Let's get this in again. See how much more milky that one is, showing that it's been leaking a little bit. Much more sand in that. Let me lift it up to show you the sand. Oops. See the sand particles? It's been leaking. It's not a good start, is it? Okay, anyway, I was going to show you how to do the last bit of the disassembly. So, just put that out of the way just for a second. This bottom one comes off, like so. Noticed the direction of this washer. You see how it's got a little nubbly bit? That's what fits into this circle. Okay, so take those off, and if I flip that over, you can see that it fits like that. So that one comes off, and once that's off, this pops out. And then you've got that that pops out, and you've got the two rings there. One and two. Looks to be, that looks new. Maybe not, maybe I'm just forgetting. And the same thing on this one here, it's directional, so it's the smaller diameter circle that would then fit into that. So, that was the 144001. Let me just dry this up a little bit. Going to be interesting to see if there are any differences. Oh, I keep on forgetting to do that, my apologies. Those wishing to disassemble it completely and give it a good clean, this goes out, and then you can just pull that off and wash it all properly. Careful you don't lose that pin. I have lost one before, and what a pain in the butt. That's the gunk coming out the bottom of that one. So, you know what, looking at this, they look absolutely identical inside. We'll do a side-by-side comparison in a sec, just so that we can all have a look together. But you can definitely see all the mud on that one. It's been leaking a wee taddy bit. Before I put these together, whenever I take shocks apart, I always give them a good soapy clean. So let's just take that one out as well so that we're sure that the issue isn't at the top. There we go. Right, now let's start one by one comparison. Side by side. Can I get this down even lower? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So we have 144001, 124019. Holes are the same, pins are the same, shafts are the same. Okay, main bodies. The 144 doesn't have those indentations that that one has there, as you see. That's not going to make any difference on performance. Internally, they are identical. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go through every bit because I don't want somebody to say, oh, but you didn't do that. Again, the 124019 has the indentations at the top to make it easier to, to get off. But other than that, they are identical. These top caps aren't going to make any difference, but just going to bring the light over a little bit more, make it easier. One 124019 and 144, and there is a difference. But I don't know if that is manufacturing difference or what. You see how this one's got much more of a bounce there, much more room, and is this one just been pushed in? No, it's made that way. I can't push that out any further. These are for sure different. And that will make a difference because, as you can imagine, as the piston's pushing up, it's pushing the fluid up that would then push into the caps, these caps. And if I've done them the wrong way around, if this one's got a little bit more play, is that going to make a difference? I think it will. Please leave your own opinion in the comments. Then we have the lower cap, which are absolutely identical. One, two, four, 019, 144, 001, identical. I was wondering if there was a different thickness, but there is definitely not a different thickness on those. In the end, we have the little caps. Firstly, we'll do the ones that are actually on the inside of there, and they are identical. For sure they are identical. And then we have, these are a lot easier to distinguish between the two, aren't they? You can see the one that's been leaking. It definitely wasn't leaking when we did the test before, because we would have seen that on the video, and I know for sure I edited that for ages, so I didn't see any dirt. So this is a new leak. So there we go. So now we have to come to some sort of conclusion on whether they are different. There's obviously some cosmetic differences here, aren't there? There are some cosmetic differences between the two. You've got the little gashes taken out of both the top cap and the side cap on that one. Let's bring this across, make it a little bit easier. But the issue for me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you feel the same, is this going to make a difference? It's definitely flatter, the design's flatter, this is more curved. Is it enough to make a difference? Oh, you can tell it's been the weekend, can't you? All of my tools and bits and bobs have just been nabbed. Just do it on the back of this one. Dun, dun, dun. Just trying to show how much. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I have the tool out anyway, so we may as well see. Zero it out. This one is, let me put it in the center maybe, would be good. 2.6. And this one is, I'm obviously not squidging. Don't want to squidge. 2.1. So 0.5 millimeters a difference in play. Squidge it down. Don't know if this makes any difference. 1.5. It's going to make absolutely no difference, is it? Because it's pretty much the same. So there's definitely a difference in that. Now, is that going to make a difference in the actual effect of the shock itself? I don't know. I don't know if that is. Maybe somebody out there with more experience on shocks will be able to tell us. But from what I can tell, if this makes a difference, then we know. Then we've got our answer, don't we? But I honestly don't think that's going to make a huge amount of difference. You consider that you've got that column of oil coming up. Could that be enough to give it an extra little bounce? I don't know. I honestly don't know on that one. I don't have enough experience with shocks. If not, it will be oil. So what I'll do is I will release this video as is. I can't make a conclusion because my knowledge isn't enough. There is the difference there. It's the only difference. Once it's released and some of the more experts out there can make their own sort of comments, then I'll be able to update the description and whatnot. But as from now, I would say if it's not these, then it's definitely the oil. That we know for sure. So that's fine. But maybe it is these. And if it is, well then go for the 124019 shocks because they perform so much better. And if it is just this little cap making the difference, wow, Jesus. I would never have put money on that. I would never have guessed that. So, there we go, ladies and gents. Sorry for taking so long to get back to this video. It was just one of those things that, as I said, I wanted to wait for the shock oil to be able to refill them and whatnot, but unfortunately, the postal service seems to be doing a better job at losing my packages at the minute than actually delivering them, which is a real shame. So, I hope you have a great day today. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Make sure that you go down and select all so you're alerted of all my videos. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.